And the big story, Corktown comeback.
Ford Motor Company revealing its plans to transform the Michigan Central Station.
Thousands of people on hand to celebrate what may be the biggest chapter yet in the story of Detroit's rebirth.
The iconic building, once a symbol of past decay, now again becomes a beacon of hope. The Corktown campus will be a place where the autonomous and electric cars of the future will be designed.
The redevelopment expected to bring new life to Corktown, attracting thousands of jobs and some top talent, as well as other businesses, new retail, residential living, and restaurants. Our big story coverage begins with 7 Action News reporter Saima Chowdhury to show you what this means for Ford workers.
It's pretty quiet now, but this place was roaring with celebrations after Ford's announcement.
Michigan Central Station has a new owner, Ford Motor Company.
With that, the sound of applause bounces off this empty building. People have been using the word historic to describe today's event. Ford is turning this building into an innovation hub focused on the future of automotive technology.
Smart roads, smart parking, smart public transit, and ways for all of them to talk to one another.
About 2,500 employees will be working at the Corktown location by 2020.
20 years ago, you just see the crumbling building, and it's reminiscent of what was happening in the city.
Many of the folks attending the event are Ford employees, and they used one particular word to describe the news.
Very exciting for the city, very exciting for Ford, all the employees, and a big statement, I think, for mobility and things to come.
It made me really proud as a Ford employee. I've been working there for 30 years. So excited to come down and see what we can do in Detroit and what we can do together.
Oh, it was awesome. I was just great that Ford Motor Company is a part of the Detroit comeback.
Non-employees agree.
Ford's investment in the city is important no matter where it is.
Ford's plan includes turning this into a mixed-use building with retail and restaurants on the first level and office space above. Some employees got a tour inside before the event.
You can see what it once was, all that they talk about, the majestic look in there. I mean, it's still there. It just needs a little tender love and care, and it'll be back to where it once was.
And Ford is opening the building to the public so they can take a tour before renovations begin. That takes place this weekend, and we have more information on our website at WXYZ.com. In Corktown, Saima Chowdhury, 7 Action News.
Thank you, Saima. And Bill Ford Jr. and Big Sean were the headliners for the big event, representing the new Detroit and the historic Detroit. 7 Action News reporter Jim Kurtzner joins us with that part of our big story coverage. What a day, Jim.
That's right, Glenda. The future is certain, but Bill Ford Jr. tells me the exact use of this is still a work in progress, as is how they're going to put the Ford Blue Oval name out here. He says it will be done in good taste, and this mammoth lobby will be open to everyone once it's restored to its original grandeur.
So it closed the year I was born, and I just can't believe it. It feels historical.
Steeped in the history of the region, the Michigan Central Station is about to write new history as the center of Ford's development of autonomous and plug-in cars. From $1 billion for the entire campus, including this building. Is that in the ballpark?
No, and we're not disclosing numbers.
Ford will only say this is coming out of what was already budgeted for Ford's future, and they will apply for government restoration tax credits. Critics call that corporate welfare. How do you respond to that?
And whether it was a corporation that did it or an individual who did it, or they were going to apply for those renovation credits, and we are too.
Ford executives say they need this to attract the young developers of the future.
It's actually a proof statement of where Ford's going. It gives us a note on the network of the facilities we have that is preferred by lots of young people in these new fields. They want to live in the cities.
Michigan Central Station sat empty for 30 years and became the symbol of a decaying Detroit. Now it becomes the symbol of the future.
That's when you realize that this is bigger than me.
Big Sean sang his song, "One Man Can Change the World."
That applies to Bill Ford Jr. today. Clearly he's changing the world right now as we speak.
Is this Bill Ford Jr.'s legacy?
I'm very proud of this. I'm very proud of this, and I'm very excited by it. But I certainly wouldn't like this to be my last act.
Not at all. But if Bill Ford Jr. didn't want this to happen, it wouldn't have happened.
That's true. That's true.
And if you did, then it's pedal to the metal.
Well, and that's what we're doing. It is pedal to the metal, and it's going to be awesome.
Bill Ford Jr. says he will eventually have an office here, but he's going to oversee this project just like he did the development and the building of Ford Field downtown and the Ford Rouge project. He has a great track record. Live in Corktown, Jim Kurtzner, 7 Action News.
All right, Jim, thank you. And you can head to our website, WXYZ.com, to find out how you can get a peek inside the historic train station. Once again, Ford is offering free tours this weekend and releasing scenes from an upcoming documentary celebrating the station's rich history and Ford's vision for the future. Details again available on our website, WXYZ.com.